Friends traumatized a burglar, but it was so funny we got away with it. I was house sitting for my uncle during spring break when I invited 3 friends over. His place was amazing. A beautiful 2-story home with a pool, big TV, and a fully stocked fridge. The perfect spot for a mini vacation on the second night. We were playing cards in the living room when the power suddenly went out. We checked the breaker box, but nothing was wrong. Then my friend Jake looked outside and noticed all the streetlights were still on. Something wasn't right. We grabbed our phones as flashlights and checked around. That's when we heard it scratching at the back sliding door through the glass. We could see a man in a black hoodie trying to force the lock open. My heart dropped. I wanted to call the police, but my phone had no signal. The storm from earlier must have knocked out the cell towers. We were on our own. My friend Sophie, who's normally the quiet one, suddenly whispered, "I have an idea." She pointed to the stairs leading to the, "We need to lure him down there." The basement had a heavy metal door that locked from the outside. If we could get him down there, we could trap him until morning when the police could come. We positioned ourselves in the darkness, one by the basement door, 2 behind the couch, and me near the kitchen. Then we deliberately made noise upstairs like we were all sleeping up there, and left the basement door open with a flashlight shining on my uncle's expensive watch collection. Within minutes, the back door slid open. The man crept through the kitchen, crowbar in hand. He spotted the open basement door and the gleaming watches just as we hoped. He headed straight for them. The moment he was halfway down the stairs, Sophie slammed the door shut, and we all piled furniture against it. We could hear him banging and shouting from below. That's when things got weird. My friend Tyler grabbed my uncle's old Halloween decorations from the closet and pulled out this creepy clown mask. "Let's have some fun with this guy," he whispered. We took turns opening the small viewing slot on the door while wearing the mask, saying nothing, just staring. The burglar's shouts turned to confused questions, then to nervous laughter, and finally to fearful begging. Sophie found an old record player and put on this creepy music box melody that echoed through the basement vents. Tyler lowered a rope with a noose at the end through the laundry chute that connected to the basement. I was worried we were taking it too far, but I was laughing too. We kept it up all night, whispering in different languages through the door crack, sliding cryptic notes under the door, saying things like, "The ritual begins at dawn," and making scraping sounds against the floor above him by morning, when the storm cleared and phones were working again. We called the police when the officers arrived and opened the basement door. They found the burglar huddled in a corner, shaking and mumbling about them coming back for him. The police looked confused until we showed them what we'd done. One officer had to step outside because he couldn't stop laughing. Turns out our midnight visitor had robbed 6 other houses in the neighborhood that month. They took our statements, but no charges were filed against us. The lead officer even said, "Whatever you kids did worked better than jail time. This guy looks too scared to ever break into another house," as they were putting him in the car. The burglar looked at us and said, "You people are crazy." We just smiled and waved goodbye. My uncle never found out what happened in his basement that night, but we now have a new tradition. Whenever we get together, we put on that same creepy music box melody and watch as we all start laughing uncontrollably.